Welcome back. In this video, we'll see how to use the exact function, match function, and if function to compare the columns with one another. I wanted to compare the column A against column C, which is basically the first name and the first name. So the column A also has the first name and column C also has the first name. If you notice, the column A and C, there are some mismatch. There are some mismatch with the uppercase letters and the lowercase letters. It is not in the proper sequence. And we wanted to check using multiple functions how each function is going to produce the result. If I wanted to use the function exact, I will use the function exact. I will color code this as blue. And if I wanted to use the function exact, what I have to do is I have to use the equals, then exact, open the bracket. I have to select the cell reference A2, comma, and I want to select the cell reference which I am comparing against, which is C2, and close the bracket. Enter. Since Darren and Darren in A2 and C2 matches exactly with no difference in uppercase letters and lowercase letters, and in terms of sequence of uppercase letters and lowercase letters also, the result is true. If I drag the formula for other cells, let us see what will happen. This is also true because Oli and Oli, here it says true. The uppercase letter and lowercase letter sequence is also matching. So that is the reason we have true. In A4 and C4, which I have highlighted in yellow color, if you notice, the uppercase letter and the lowercase letter, there is a mismatch. So that is the reason we see false here. Same goes with A5, uppercase letters, lowercase letter, there is a mismatch. We have false. If there is any space here, we have space here in Spencer's, and also we have one spelling mistake. So that will be also considered to give the result as false. And in A17, we have Aiden. The sequence of uppercase letter and lowercase letter mismatches. So that is the result of false. If I wanted to copy the formula for last name, I can drag the formula horizontally. So I'll get the result as true because last name right matches. And the sequence of uppercase letter and lowercase letter is also same. So that is the reason we get the result as true. And if I drag the formula for other cells, we see false for Anderson and Anderson. So basically it checks for the uppercase letter and lowercase letter sequence. And also it is going to check if there is any space. If there is any space between the values which you are comparing, if there is any space, then it will also produce the result as false. Here also there is a space. That is the reason we have false here. Next, we will see the function which is called match. So I'll use match function. This is also one of the function to compare. So let us use the match function equals match. Open the bracket. Select the first name and comma. Select the first name which I wanted to compare, A2 against C2. I wanted to do exact match. So I will do 0 here and close the bracket. The result will be 1 if it matches. I will drag the formula for other cells. So for the first name, when I compare with column A and column C, it matches. It doesn't matter if the uppercase letter and lowercase letter are in a different sequence. Match function will only check if the characters are correct. It doesn't matter if it is in a proper or improper sequence. I will drag the formula horizontally for the match. Then I will so now we see the result as NA here. In some of the cells, we get the result as NA because match is also checking for the space. I have set the match function to check exact match. So if you see the formula here, I have used 0 to do the exact match. So that is the reason we see NA here. And for this, we know that there is a spelling mistake. That is the reason we also get the result as NA. Even if there is a space, we will get NA. On top of that, we have a spelling mistake. And for this, we have space here. So that is the reason we get NA here. So if I update the formula, removing the 0, I don't want exact match. So I'll remove the 0. I'll remove the comma here. I will drag the formula. Okay, I have to, in the first cell, I have to remove so that I can drag the formula. Okay. So I have removed the formula from the first cell in H, and so the result is incorrect only for Spencer because we have C here and we have S here. So there is a spelling mistake. Obviously, we have the result as NA. So otherwise, since I have removed 0, for which I don't require the exact match, even though there is a space and uppercase letter and lowercase letter is not in sequence also, it doesn't care. It produces the result as true, which is 1. If I wanted to use if function to compare, I will color code this if function. I have to use the function with equals, then if, open the bracket, then select the first name. I wanted to compare A2 equals first name C2. If matches, then I have to get the result as yes. If it does not match, then I have to get the result as no. So I need to specify in double quotes, no, close the bracket. So that's it. So here also we have first name in A2 and first name in C2. It is matching. So if I drag the formula, I will get the result as S because the first name in column A and first name in the column C matches. If I wanted to copy the formula for last name, I'll simply drag the formula horizontally and the formula has been copied for the last name. Now I will drag the formula vertically. This is also for if. So this we see there is no here and we see no year, and also we see no year. So the reason is very simple, because the if function also checks for the spaces. This no is because we have space and also we have spelling mistake. And this no is because of the space. So now we understand how to use the function exact, match, and if to compare different columns and get the result. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the content, please subscribe and share the video. Thank you and take care.